What's going on, everybody's Wade with Swamp Donkey Archery. So I'm going to do a video for you today. I'm going to do it on my hunting saddle and the setup that I used this past hunting season. Go through what I used last year, kind of what I liked, what I didn't like, and what I might change. Some of the things that I suggest actually getting, some of the things I'd say, So anyhow, that's something you're interested in. Stick around. But like I said earlier, when it comes to getting you some saddle equipment, first thing I would do is definitely talk to some of your friends, talk to people that's had them, hunted out of them, ask their opinion. Hey, what you like, what you don't like, why do you not like it, why did you like it, stuff like that. Because I mean, it gets expensive getting in this. This ain't like just running to Walmart and buying a $160 lean up and putting it against a tree, and if you don't like it, you're only at 160 bucks. You know, you can spend anywhere between $800 and $2,000 on a nice hunting setup for saddle, steps, all your ropes and everything like that. So definitely don't just jump at buying the first thing. Ask questions for some people, stuff like that. There are several companies that sell everything in a bundle, and that's fine. If you don't have the resources to ask people and put your hands on things, you know, that's a definite good starting point. You know, the Tethered, Latitude, stuff like that. Several of them, as far as the bigger name brands, offer everything in a package. They're good saddles, you know, from everybody I've talked that's had them. I just wanted to kind of individually piece mine together to kind of custom tailor it more for me. So that being said, we're going to get into my setup real quick. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to be able to do this and y'all be able to see it the best. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to pick my whole bag and everything up and show it to you. Now when it comes to the saddle hunting, there's two different types of people. There's the people that want to go as light as they possibly can, the minimalist, that's the whole reason why they bought a saddle. They want to be able to pack in 1 to 2 miles, have the least amount of stuff on them as possible, least weight and stuff, and that's great. Me, where I hunt is right behind my house here, and the furthest I'm going to walk from some type of roadway or line or something where I can park and walk in is going to be maybe half a mile. So I wasn't worried about a really light setup. You can tell by my setup that I have here. This is my setup. I'm going to go through everything that's in my bag. It is kind of heavy. I'm wanting to say this is probably going to be in the 25-pound range, maybe 30-pound range with everything here. But like I said, I wasn't worried a whole lot about weight. So let me figure out how I'm going to start taking this stuff out where y'all can see it. Okay, so bag first. Like I said, it's the Tethered K's 2.0. Carry all your stuff. I can't remember how many square inches they said this thing's supposed to be. I think they said 2,000 square inches of storage, something like that. So I'm going to turn this where you can get a little better look at it. Make sure y'all can see it right there. Alright, that'll work there. So this thing has pockets and pockets and more pockets and more pockets. So we're just going to start on the front, kind of work our way back. So this flap right here is what covers the what comes up, and your platform and sticks sit here. You have these extra little straps that go around, tie your platform in. Then, like I said, you have this flap. This flap has a little pocket storage. It has all kind of pockets inside of the pocket, extra flaps. Oh, here's a couple of things I forgot to get out of. Extra battery pack, extra carabiner. You can't have too many of these good heavy carabiners in there. Alright, so there's that one. Then there's another pack right here behind that This all has the kind of micro mesh on the inside. Real silent, real quiet stuff. Then we have another pocket here. This is just a little, just barely big enough to put your hand in. I keep like some Kleenexes and stuff in that one. There is a little bitty one here on top here. This has this strap. You're supposed to be able to hook this strap somehow across the bottom and use it for like a gun sling or something. Let's see. Then you have your main big pocket right here. This thing is ginormous. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see all the way to the bottom of that or not, but on the inside it's got this extra little separator right here. It's got your little mesh pockets on the side, mesh pocket here, a zippable mesh pouch here. This is all that quiet line material as well. Get it back up kind of out of the way. And then on the sides, it has more pockets on the side. It has this one here. It's just kind of stretchy. Fits like a Coke bottle or something like that. Fits in there perfect. This unzips. And it's got another little mesh divider here. Like I said, that's all fit perfect there. And then beside it, there's another pocket. Whenever these aren't sucked down real tight, there's another pocket. That thing's, I mean, you can see it almost goes up to my elbow. And for what I've seen, these pockets here on the side, this backpack's made to pack in all your saddle gear. And for all you guys that like to film your hunts and everything, this is made to accommodate all your camera arms and mounts and stuff like that. It's got the exact same thing on this side that it does on this side, but I'm not gonna go through all that. It has the shoulder straps. It has your little carry handle right here on top. It's got the little wrap around your waist belt here. On the waist belt, it's got MOLLE loops where you can attach different things on your MOLLE loops there. Very adjustable, bunch of adjustment straps to adjust height, ride height, and it's also got your one to snap across your chest right here as well. Just an absolute killer of a backpack. Is it overkill? Yeah, it may actually be a little bit overkill. This thing is huge. If you're a light traveling guy, this might be a little more than what you want. But I decided just to go big or go home when I got all my equipment. This was the biggest backpack that I found, bang for the buck. I'm gonna say it's around 150 bucks, something like that. And really like it. Definitely going to use this for the next couple of years. Super satisfied with how this one went. Oh yeah, I got my extra little carabiner right here on the top. So that's a bag. Trophyline K's 2.0. Next thing I will get into, I'm going to go over, we're going to talk about my sticks real quick. These are the XOP, oh dang, what were these called? I can't remember what these were called. What I do like about them is how they're stackable. You can stack all 4 of these together. You can stack just 2 together. That's how I did mine. 2 stacked together, and on one side of my platform, 2 on the other. I did wrap these with some of the stealth wrap material, I believe it was called. I did like that because it took a lot of the metal clinking out. But as far as me liking stuff, that's as far as it goes. I do not like the single step on these. We'll be getting me a 2-step, I guess you'd call it. The step is for right and left foot rather than... Now this one you can swap either way, whichever you want it to go up the tree. I do like how far it set off. It dug in the tree real good. The tie down pull type straps on it worked real good. As far as the functionality of the stick, I really didn't have a complaint, but I do not like the single foot steps on these. And going up, it wasn't quite so bad, but coming down, you're having to figure out, okay, what is this step going to be, a right foot or a left foot? Especially if you're climbing in the dark, you're feeling around trying to figure out which one's what. And I always wear my bino harness. My bino harness sit right here. I couldn't see my steps, couldn't see where I was stepping on the way down, so didn't like having to figure out whether it's a left or right step. But that was the main complaint on these. Like I said, they function fine. They grab the tree good. The distance of how far it sits off the tree was really nice. You didn't have to worry about your toe bumping into the tree. I do like them being stackable. That was really nice as well, like I said. So, liked them, but not going to go back with them this year. So, sticks, let's get to the next thing. Alright, next item is going to be my aiders, which is what I couldn't remember what they were called a while ago. These are my aiders, my single step aiders. And what these are, in case you don't know what they are, I'm going to grab one of these sticks right here again. What these are is, if you want to get just a little bit more climbing range out of your sticks, but you don't want to go to a longer stick, what you do is you'll take these and you just drape that extra little loop right there over some part of this stick that it's going to hold. I always put mine on the back side right over the top of that brace right there, and it just gives you another step. You took a 2-step stick, turned it into a 3-step stick, and if you have 4 sticks and you put an extra step on one, you just increase your climbing range by more than 4 or 5, 6 feet, depends on how far you set them apart. So these were, I want to say these were, I think these were tethered. Really liked them. They're tough. They're made out of AM steel, I want to say, so you don't have to worry about them breaking. They're really tough, quiet. They're heavy enough. They had enough weight to them that when the wind was blowing, they weren't just doing like this. I've seen some people get the little thin nylon straps and quit. Turd, or my cat's in here clawing on stuff. Had nylon straps. When the wind blew, they kind of shook around a little bit. These were heavy enough. Had to be a pretty good gust of wind to get those moving around, kind of attract any attention from wary eyes. So aiders, definitely suggest getting you a set of aiders to go along with your climbing steps, unless you just go to a single step type setup. Aiders, definitely. All right, next thing is going to be my platform. My platform is the XOP Edge. Like I said, I wasn't worried a whole lot about weight. There are some lighter ones out there, but this one, I got a pretty good deal on it when I got it, so figured, why not, let's go for it. Kind of trying things out. If I didn't like it, like I said, I could always go with something else. I did like this one. Once I figured out how to get it to bite in the tree and everything real good. A lot of people, that, especially if you haven't saddle hunted before, you see this, you're like, that's not a very big platform to be standing on. Well, you're doing most of your sitting and everything else in your saddle. You just need a place to rest your feet. That's all you need. You need a place to rest your feet and kind of have something to push on if you need to work your way around a tree one way or another. I did like this one. I like how it bit on the tree and everything once I figured it out. If I do a different one, the only thing I would suggest is getting you one that the lip on the end sits at like a 45. Because most of the time, I'm what you call a leaner. I'm not a sitter. So most of the time, my feet were sitting like this on the edge of the platform. After a little while, that edge right there goes digging into your feet, bottom of your boot a little bit, and just gets a little more on the uncomfortable side. I wasn't unsatisfied enough with it to just make it a definite, yeah, I'm going to get me a different platform this year. It may be, if I come across one, I'll get one, but if not, like this one enough, I'll probably give it another go. It did come with the XOP little pull type straps. They're fine, they work good. I may get a different type strap to put on there. It's kind of like one of the Versa Links or something like that to really make it a little quicker than just sucking it down with one of these. So, yeah, no complaint. XOP thing is called the Edge. Next one. Next item is going to be these knee pads. They were trophy line knee pads. These are really thick foam. Are they a necessity? Not really. Did I wear them every time I hunted? Not all the time. But what these are handy for is on them longer sits. Your leg starts getting tired. You're going to kind of lean into the tree. You put your legs into the tree or knees into the tree. That makes it a whole lot more bearable having your little cushion between your knees and the bark on the tree. They weren't very expensive at all. They're super light. The one negative thing I do say about them is if it's in the middle of the summertime, these things are hot. They will make your legs sweat badly. Don't put these on and then climb the tree. Leave them in your bag, get up in your stand, get situated, then strap these things on. They've got the little stretchy strap. It's gonna just buckle in like that. Got a little rubberized piece here on the front where you put your knee up against a tree. The bark don't dig into the material and whatnot. So really good. Necessary? No. Useful? Definitely. Alright, let's go to the next thing. Alright, so the next thing is going to be my saddle itself. Let's see if I can get all this untangled. This looks like a big conglomeration of all kind of stuff right here. And it's because it's all been sitting in my bag and it hadn't been used. Let me get all this untangled real quick. So this saddle is called an Overwatch Outdoors. It is built very rugged. It's probably heavier than most of them on the market, but I liked how this one was designed. I liked that it was robust. Overwatch Outdoors, guy's name Mr. Jamie Klein that designs and makes these. It's top of the line product if you ask me. I like the idea of the single guys that's out there doing it themselves, like Jamie. There's also a guy that makes TX5. The TX5 and these Overwatch are designed pretty similar. I really like the idea of those two companies. I was looking at both of them, but I just decided to go with this Overwatch Outdoors just after a little bit of thinking. So it'll be better for me to show you what this thing looks like when I get it on, but I'm just going to run through a few things on it, and then I'll put it on, kind of describe a little bit more on what you got. So the saddle itself is going to be a two-piece saddle. This is your top piece, kind of goes around top of your butt, your lower back, and it has this lower piece right here, kind of sits on the bottom side of your butt. And it's made to where if you want more of a swing seat, you can separate that and pull it around under your butt, and you have more of a cradling type seat. Or you can suck it up tight and it just sits closer on your butt right here, and that works good for leaners, that I say. And I like to lean more when I'm hunting rather than just sitting. So let me get this reeled up real quick. Really, really high quality stuff. I'm wanting to say he made this out of like Cordova, I want to say. Cordura, something like that. I can't remember what the material's called, but really high quality stuff. It's got molly loops all the way around it. 2 layers, 3 layers in place. No, just 2 layers here. There's some around the bottom too. So I'm going to take this thing and put it on to kind of give you a better look at what it is. I just wanted y'all to see what it looked like not on me. It does have these heavy metal buckles on it. These are Raptor buckles. These things are freaking bulletproof. I mean, you can hear how solid that is right there. I've seen some people afraid that these metal buckles like this, they'd make a whole lot of racket. Some people wrap them in like that stealth tape or something. I didn't have any problem out of them. So yeah, let's get this thing on real quick and I'll show you. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so this is it on. You can see it's a little bigger than a lot of them that's out there, but like I said, I didn't mind buying something that was a little bigger, a little more robust, especially if I know my life's going to be hanging on a rope by it. I really do like it. So I do think he's made a couple of new versions of it since I bought this one, so I can't speak for his new ones, but this is how this one's designed. There's lots of extra, the webbing, the strapping on here, it helps you get everything set exactly where you want it. It's got the Raptor buckle that's attached to the main belt right here, snaps here. It's got two that come up from between your legs, snaps in here, kind of gets you locked in there. He has the adjustable bridge on it. Here you have these extra loops here where you can tie your tether on here, or linesman rope, excuse me, tie your linesman rope on here. You can see I've got some cis hauler bags on either side. Both of these are made by Tether. One's kind of a this one's like a little softer, not structured type material, where this one on this side's a little more structured. I have different things on each side. It's like I put my, on this side, I got my tether, my lineman rope, excuse me. Trying to get my terminology right there. So I got my tether, and this tether is what you actually climb the tree with. This keeps you attached to the tree. Whereas when you get up at hunting height, that's when you use your tether. Lineman rope to climb, tether to hunt with. You definitely need one of the good heavy carabiners like this that has a twist lock on it. This one you have to twist and then open. I like the Kong Duck right here for an adjustment. A lot of people use Persig knots. Persig knots are fine. They work great. I'll leave this one on here kind of as a backup. But I'm not going to do a total tutorial on how to use it, but this is a lineman belt that come with it. Jamie was nice enough to build this to go with it. You'll wrap this around the tree and it hooks back into here. And then you have your slack side here to where you can suck it down tighter, or you loosen that up. You make it longer as you need it. There we go. So that's your tether. On this other side, I have a few other things. This Hero clip is worth its weight in gold. These things are freaking awesome. You can take it, hang it on something like I have a gear strap in here. I'll show you in a minute. But this hangs, actually you clip this in the gear strap like this, and then I hang my bow on this. Or you can hang other gear or whatever. These things are freaking awesome. I'd suggest getting 2 or 3 of these myself. Then I've just got, let's see, have anything here. I've got a bunch of these Night Eyes gear ties. These things are awesome to have. You just tie any type of gear together with it. And you've seen on my platform, you've probably seen one of these black gear ties on it. That's what I tie it on here with. I'm just going through my equipment today. I'll do a part 2 to this video of actually using my equipment and kind of seeing it all together there. Got this extra little S clip here. So on this side has my lineman rope and a few extra things. This side has my tether and a few extra things over here. So like this is my climbing side, this is my hunting side. This is how I have it set up. So like I said, this is my tether set up same way. You know, this is just going to wrap around the tree. It's going to suck down to it. This comes down and this hooks on to your bridge here. So you can adjust your bridge or you can adjust this to get the hunting height that you want. This is what's on the tree, like I said, wrapped around the tree. You adjust length, whichever way you need it, longer, shorter. Same thing, you can see I've got the twist lock type carabiner, another Kong Duck on this one. Definitely get you a Kong Duck, or there's some other folks use a couple of different ones. I'm a fan of the Kong Ducks. Also in here I have my little I think it's called hip strap or something like that. It's hang all your gear strap. This is from Tethered as well. Very worthy investment. This wraps around the tree. Y'all see my cat trying to get it. This is Vader, in case y'all hadn't ever met him. This gear wraps around the tree. Look, you need to quit. You know, And then it's got the molly loop or loops all the way around it, as you can see. Makes a good cat toy too. I put several of these just cheap and inexpensive carabiners in it. Any of the like night eyes, gear ties, anything like that. Just ties your stuff. This goes around a tree. Usually what I do, this one right here, I hang my bag, the handle on the top of my bag in. It holds my bag, and then I'll put my quiver on one side. On the other side, I have the hero hook or hero clip, and I'm hanging my bow on this. Definitely a very worthy investment here. And then, like I said, just more miscellaneous clips and whatnot in that bag. I think that's all. And one of my favorite little add-ons right here is this Hunter Safety System gear pull-up strap. It's got this little small carabiner on it, and it's made to where you got it hooked on your side right here, and you just let all this slack out. First of all, you tie this on your bow or any gear you want to pull up, and then you go up the tree. As you go up the tree, this pulls out. When you get up at hunting height, then you take this little reel handle out, and you just reel your gear up to you. And this has got a nice little clip in the back. It just slides in one of these molly loops on here. Like that. Stays right here. Then when you get everything up, your gear's all right here. So, I'm thinking that's all my gear. All that I can think of right now. Like I said, I'm going to do a part 2 of the video where I'll take it all out. We're going to hook it on a tree and show you how I actually set everything up. Yeah. Alright, that's about it, guys. I just wanted to run through. I know I did a video on this, a few things on my gear loadout or something like that for this past hunting season, but all the stuff was new. I'd only used it once or twice, hadn't hunted with it. Just want to go through everything again, let you know, yep, like this, yep, like this, nope, don't like my sticks. So, got any questions on anything, holler at me, let me know. I'll be happy to answer. I'm not a pro at saddle hunting yet at all, but starting to get into it really good. I definitely like the benefits of being so mobile, not being stuck to one thing. I'm very bad about the stands I have down here already set. I've been hunting those stands for 20 years and they work. So I'm stuck to hunting those stands. And I don't think about moving because I'm like, God, I gotta go move this lock on, or I gotta go move this lean up. I've had this thing here for 15 years and I've killed X amount of deer on it. I don't want to move it because it works, but I'm not seeing deer. I want to hunt somewhere else. Climbing stands are awesome. I've used climbing stands for years as well, but you're kind of limited to trees that you can climb in. You're limited to trees a little bit on these, but you can climb a whole lot more ugly trees with these. You can get up in some real bushy stuff and get really hidden up there. So anyhow, hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure and give me a thumbs up, like it, sub my channel, hadn't already done it. And other than that, y'all stick around for part 2 of this thing. I'll be dropping it here sometime in the near future. So got any questions, hit me up on my website, swampdonkeyarchery.com. It's got all my contact info there. And other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good one.